All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus, and today we're talking about another defensive end pass rushing prospect the Vikings could consider and should probably pull a trigger on if he's there at pick 14. That's Michigan defensive end Kwity Paye. I mean, what a sweet name to start with. Kwity, call him the Kwity Cat, Payday. There's all kinds of things you can do with that. I think he would be a very popular Viking from the start, just based off his name alone. Fantastic. Let's talk about him as a player, what he is, what he brings to the table, what he looks like, what he's done, and how he'd fit in. Kwity Paye, 6'4", 272 pounds. Very productive in his career at Michigan. 59 career tackles, 11.5 career sacks, 23.5 tackles for a loss. You look at this guy's build. He's not your prototypical. He doesn't have that big, long, beautiful body like a Greg Russo does. He's more. He actually, when I'm watching film on him, he reminded me of Everson Griffin, kind of a squattier looking defensive end, a little more compact. Doesn't have those long, luscious limbs and ripped abdomen. Maybe he does. I don't know. I've never seen him shirtless, not yet. But he just reminds me of Everson Griffin on film. And the one thing that really sticks out on this guy is his nonstop motor. You say that about a lot of players, but this guy is crazy. Paye he'll just aggressively fight through blocks. He will not stop, constantly battling. And then the best thing about him, he makes plays like 8 to 10 yards down the field. He's the guy, he'll come in, then he'll go down the field, make the tackle on the running back if he gets through the front line and past the linebacker. So Paye's constantly, you see it all the time watching film on him, making tackles down the field. Not a great thing for Michigan's defense, but you love to see the hustle. You love to see the effort. This guy does not give up on a play, and that's something this Viking defense could definitely use. So it's not just going down the field. You see him come. He'll be line up on the right side. He'll make plays way on the opposite sideline, just chasing. This guy, he's like the Energizer Bunny. A very, very not a very original thing to say, but again, he just keeps on going. He does not stop, and that's refreshing, and it's fun, and it's something you want to see in this Viking defense. I mentioned his pass rushing moves. He can bull rush. He can do a little head fake spin, aggressive, violent hands. He knows how to use them, knows how to get himself free. He's powerful. He's got all kinds of weapons up his arsenal. I mentioned he's great against the run, whether that's stuffing it early or making the play down the field. This guy does not stop on a play. He does not give up on a play. And another thing I like about him, and this might be a separator, if you got Russo on the board and Paye on the board, Russo's a one-year wonder, only done it 1 year. Paye's done it since he's been playing since he's a freshman, 26 career games, a much larger catalog of film to go on from, much more experienced player. You know what you're getting in this guy. You know he's been battling the Big Ten for 3 years. I mean, 3 full years. Well, I shouldn't say full because last year wasn't much of a year, but 2 full years, and then this season as a starter as well. So much more experienced. He's been there. He's done it. He's proven he can do it more than 1 year. So you got to like that about Paye. Now you got to picture how he'd fit in on this Vikings line. What I like about him on this Vikings defensive line is you kind of get a player that's opposite of what Hunter is. Hunter's that long, lean, pure pass rusher kind of guy, though he is great against the run. Paye gives you more of that aggressive hands fighter, more of a nastiness, high energy kind of a player, which is another great thing. He would bring so much energy and excitement to this defensive line. The Vikings really needed that this season. Just how lackadaisical, how just lack of energy really in general for this defensive line. He would really rev that whole thing up. So you got your pure pass rusher and Hunter on one side, and you got this aggressive kind of this bulldog, kind of this bull in a china cabinet kind of defensive end who's not going to stop, who's going to fight. I think that is a great compliment on both sides of your line. It gives you 2 different kinds of players there, which I think would be great. You put Michael Pierce in the middle there. That helps out your back end. That helps out your linebackers. It would be one hell of a defensive line. I think it'll get the Vikings defense back on track. So Kwity Paye definitely in play. Paye is in play for the Vikings at pick 14, and he gets the One Bar and Lupagus seal of approval for sure. So Kwity Paye, very, 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 very high on the want list. He's right up there. So you're talking top 3 guys you want. Paye he might even be topping the chart. Love what you see from this guy. So that is Kwity Paye, and you guys remember to always, whether you have a Kwity cat or a dog, keep your skull in your hole.